Adverse childhood experiences, also known as ACEs, are stressful events occurring in childhood. Traumatic events of the earliest years of infancy and childhood are not lost, but like a child's footprints in wet cement, are often preserved lifelong. Time does not heal the wounds that occur in those earliest years. Time conceals them. They're not lost, they're embodied. The root of many physical, mental, and emotional conditions can stem from childhood. Exposure to multiple traumatic events will have implications on how an individual might live their life. Our behavior, thoughts, and feelings may be linked to these unacknowledged traumas and can create emotions such as shame, worthlessness, feelings of depression, and anger. Dissociation is a natural response to traumatic experiences. It happens more intensely in response to prolonged and repeated trauma when the brain disconnects from what is happening and to escape distress. When this occurs, we can subconsciously create fantasies, our basic capacity underlying and shaping our thoughts, dreams, symptoms, and patterns of defense. Emotional vulnerability for many people can bring up feelings of being exposed, judged, fear of being hurt, humiliated, and shamed. Infancy and early childhood are developmental periods when emotional development is particularly malleable and highly affected by trauma exposure. Unhelpful coping strategies may be adopted to deal with unresolved issues, resulting in feelings of worthlessness, loneliness, and a fragile sense of self. Fear of being unlovable is a shame-based fear of being unworthy of love. A coping mechanism for not feeling worthy of love would be to distance ourselves from loving relationships of any sort. Unfortunately, the cycle continues if trauma isn't processed, resulting in emotionally unavailable parenting. Through acceptance, empathy, and a therapeutic relationship, as well as an opportunity to tell our story and process our trauma histories, we can begin to look inward to discover what is required to support recovery, sustainable change, and the opportunity for future generations. There is another way. Break the cycle.